Many popular content creators say that you should just focus on long form content because there are just too many downsides to short form. I mean, if you're just a content creator with no products or services to sell, then the advice of just creating long form content works. But if you are a business, you cannot neglect short form content. You need both. You'll understand why in this video. Let's go. Hey, it's Jack from RankMath, the one WordPress plugin that brings you easy to use SEO and AI tools, and this channel is all about helping you grow your search traffic. So if you're new to us, subscribe. To understand why you need both short form and long form content, you've got to understand the concept called the buyer's journey, as it is a key to recognizing human behavior and the motivations behind the purchasing decisions. There are 5 stages of the customer journey. The largest pool of potential customers fall in the awareness stage because they are unaware of the existence of your product or service. They don't know if they have a problem unless you point it out to them. And what is the best type of content for brand discovery, reaching out to people who are unaware of their problems? It is the short form content. Long form content will perform miserably in this stage. This is the stage where your audience will discover your products, services, problems that they are unaware of, and many different things. Now, in the awareness stage, it depends on how strong the desire is for your audience to solve or fulfill their newfound needs, wants, or problems. If they are interested to find out more, they would move on to the next stage called the consideration stage. In this stage, your audience is in the research mode, which means short form content is not going to be much help to your audience. They are looking for more in-depth knowledge and information, deciding between products or services that solve their problems. So long form content will perform much better than short form content in this stage. And from here, if your audience is close to or have already made up their mind to buy your product, they will move on to the next stage called the decision stage. And at this stage, people are seeking for validation and finding the best deals for your products. So both short form and long form content will work, such as if you check out our YouTube channel under Shorts, you will see many customer testimonials, and these short videos help with audiences in the decision stage. Other than testimonials, you should have pages on your site that provides monthly discount codes, much like this page on Namecheap that offers monthly discount codes. It also provides you with all the details. This page can be considered short form content as well. Now, the next stage is called the retention stage, where your audience has bought your product and are experiencing it. Long form videos will help at this stage because your customers are looking for tutorials and guides to help them achieve their goals and use your product in more advanced ways. And this will help make them happy and satisfied as your customer. And if the customer decides to share their experience with their peers and get others to try the product, that customer has reached the advocacy stage. In other words, these are the different types of short form and long form content to create for every stage of the customer journey. Feel free to pause the video and check it out in detail. So now that we know both short form and long form content serves different purposes, let's talk about how to create them. But first, let's figure out if a topic should be short form or long form. Especially when you're writing a blog post, a very common question is, how long should the content be? The manual way will be to visit the top ranking articles, check out their word count, and have an average of all of them. But the easier way will be this. The first thing is you want to have the RankMath plugin installed on your site and make sure that the Content AI module is turned on. And then you will need to have one of Content AI subscriptions for what I'm about to show you to work. You can get the AI credits through this link. The link is in the description as well. Anyway, let's create a new post. Now, before you write your content, you want to visit the Content AI tab and you will see the research feature. Add in your topic, for example, RankMath review. Select the country you want to target. I'll leave it as worldwide because I want my content to reach a worldwide audience, and hit research. Content AI will then scrape the top ranking articles for the topic and analyze them, and in a while it will provide you with some smart suggestions. As you can see, there is a suggested word count range, and this will help you decide if your content should be short or long form. This is just one of the important features of RankMath that will help you decide on things based on real data. Of course, some common sense and understanding of your customers will help out as well. But now, let's create some short form content. short form content is typically less than 1000 words or less than 60 seconds for videos or audios. It can be found in various formats such as blog posts, TikTok, Reels, Shorts, updates, newsletters, infographics, and news articles. Creating short form content requires being concise and impactful. The focus is on delivering a clear and engaging message quickly. For example, we have written this article about how to choose a domain name for your blog, and we want to break it down into smaller pieces of short form content. We want to base the short form content on one of the ideas, for example, having a brandable domain. Let's say that we want to create a Facebook post. We can go to our site, hover to RankMath SEO, and select the Content AI module. Then under the Marketing and Sales category, we will see the Facebook Post AI tool. We can give a simple brief such as tips for choosing a domain name for your blog. Then add the idea in there saying have a brandable domain name. Following that, we want to direct our audience to click to read more. So we will add ask the audience to click to read more. This is the URL, and I'll paste the link to the post. Then we can choose the audience, say entrepreneurs. We also want to target small business owners, but it is not in the list, so we can customize it. Hit comma and a tag will be created. For the focus keyword, you could write tips to choose a domain name, but it won't make much difference because Facebook is not exactly a search engine. You can leave it empty if you want to. Add tones that either resemble your brand voice or capture your audience. For example, informal, friendly, and humorous. Next, choose your preferred Facebook post length. The short option will generate about 1 to 2 sentences, 3 to 4 sentences for the medium option, and 5 or more sentences for the long option. I prefer the long option. Then select your output language. As you can see, there are many languages available. But let's say that we want the Facebook post to be in English. Select your preferred number of outputs. This will give you a couple of ideas to choose from, and hit generate. In the next couple of seconds, you will have a variation of Facebook posts to choose from. What do you think? Other than that, you can use the tweet tool to write a post for X. As you can see, the previous topic brief, together with all the previous settings, were automatically added for you. So it makes your content repurposing seamless. Hit generate, give it a while, and now you can share one of these on the X platform. Another way to drive traffic to your long-form content and lead your audience through the buyer's journey is through email. So in the same marketing and sales category, you can use the email too. Similarly, we can give an email brief such as entice the recipient to click through to read the article on how to choose a domain name. Give a snippet or insight on what they will learn if they read the article. And then as for the call to action, there are some selections here, but I will customize it. Click to read more and hit the comma. Select your audience and tone, it will be the same as the previous. The same goes for the content length, output language, and the number of outputs. And hit generate. And in a while, I can create an email campaign with one of these. And if you want to create a short form YouTube video from the long form article you have written, you can use the YouTube video script tool. The topic will be tips to choose a domain name. As for the visual elements, they are your branding elements, text captions, etc. You can leave this view empty if you want Content AI to suggest them for you. So let's do that. Now the key points will be all the tips in the article. So let's put them into the field and separate each tip with a comma. Next, the call to action field defines what you want your viewers to do after watching your video. You can select one of these options here, but if you do not have a call to action in mind, you can leave it empty. Similarly, select your audience, your tone, language, and the number of outputs, and hit generate. In a couple of seconds, you will have a YouTube video script ready for your next steps. So these are the tools you can use to create short form content. Of course, there are many other tools on the market to help you out as well. For now, let's talk about creating long form content. Let's talk about creating a new long form blog post. To do that, I highly recommend using our blog post wizard tool. Let's say that we do not know what to write about, so we will ask the tool for help. Let's describe your industry or niche, say an SEO blog that helps beginners get more search traffic. Similarly, you can define your audiences and tones, but the important thing is you want to select the style you are looking for. Is the article you are going to write a listicle, a tutorial, a review, or whatever? Selecting the style will give context to the tool on what you are looking for. Let's hit generate. Now, if the generated text is not what you want, or maybe you have already touched on this topic on your blog, you can change your description. For example, an SEO blog that helps beginners learn how to do keyword research. Let's say that I want it to be a tutorial, not a listicle. Let's hit regenerate, and here we go. Once we have narrowed down the topic we want to create, we can click on next step, and here we will generate a blog post outline. If you have done your research on a topic, you can add those pointers here, but I will leave it empty for the tool to generate those ideas for me. For the focus keyword, it is the keyword we want the content to rank for. So I'll say keyword research tutorial. Hit comma. If you have more than one keyword you want to target, you can add more here. Hit a comma after every keyword, and then select your tone, select your style, and hit generate. And here we go. Is this outline good enough for you? If not, you can hit regenerate again. But if yes, you're happy with this outline, you can ask the tool to proceed with writing the article for you. Hit write post. This tool is very effective for you to create the first draft of your long form content. It helps expedite the number of long form blog posts you can create. And in just a couple of seconds, it has written about 1700 words. If you're happy with this content, you want to create a new blog post. But you don't have to copy and paste this into a new blog post. You just have to click on this create new post button. And all the content will be well formatted in a new blog post. From here, you just have to add your own knowledge, expertise, and experience into the content. So short form and long form contents, they are both useful for different purposes. Especially if you are a business or work for one, you've got to understand how to use each type of content to attract the right audience. Anyway, if you have any other questions or have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Our channel is all about helping you grow your search traffic. So if it aligns with your goals, do subscribe to us. This is Jack from Rank Math. I'll see you in the next video.